Hi everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Age Origins. So firstly, I'm getting over a bit of a cold, so if I'm a bit sniffly that's why. Secondly, it's quite a nice day today, and all the neighbours have got their chainsaws out. So if you hear some chainsawing, it's not someone breaking into your house, it's my neighbours. And I've finished editing the Darkspawn and Golems videos. I think I got the sound mix all wrong on the Darkspawn. I don't think it matters because the game audio is pretty much normal, you've had it all before. And the Golems didn't really have any need to exist, did it? I think, well, I was a bit harsh on it. I did actually go and look at reviews just to see if I'd been completely out of order. And most people seem to agree there wasn't really any reason for it to exist. Especially when Dragon Age 2 has so little meaningful side quest. It's basically 3 areas just repeated over and over and over again. They could have just taken this design, this 5 out of 10 design, and stuck it in Dragon Age 2. I don't really know why it's here, to be honest. But Leliana's song and Witch Hunt should be a bit better. I do kind of know Leliana's song a little bit. I think I half watched an LP of it. But we'll make our own way through Leliana's song.
Do you want to know a secret? This tale of foolish people long ago, I know what happened and what is true, but I don't know how it should end. Let me tell it one more time, and perhaps together we will see. Very nice. Months of planning, favors, everything is waiting for us. We are here to show Ferelden how Ole commands the game. Several jobs and a personal score of my own, but the rest of the night is yours. Think you're up to it, pretty thing? You know I'm ready for anything. Of course you are. You're mine. I'll be watching. Don't let me down.
Love to watch her go. Returns me to the stone.
Focus.
I don't think Leliana would tell him to shut up. I think this might be fun. Might have a good night.
A little fun with the wigs of Ferelden. They won't expect it. Not like in Ole.
The clients want a little stealing? A few insults? Some good old revenge.
Eyes open. We've got our targets. Let's find them. The goods we're after are stored here, in the square.
I know we've already done quite a lot of slating on the Golems of Amarok, but the party they give you, everyone else online also agreed, it's just not very good. It just doesn't really work. And I was lucky, because I'm a magic user. I was a magic user, so... Oh, we don't need that anyway. So I got quite lucky in the build I already had, rather than having to create a mage from scratch and learn all its abilities. Hopefully your AI is well configured. Oh, I've got to do from scratch, okay. How much magic do you have? No, 28. So eventually you might get to Crushing Prison, because Crushing Prison is good. Revival is pretty much essential. Can't get any of these ultimates because Petrify is very good as well. Petrify and Crushing Prison, I'd say, were my two favourites. I'm not massively impressed by the sparks. I prefer the cold. Fireball's pretty sweet as well. I mean, if you're going to get any of the ultimate spells, Petrify is the nearest you're going to come, I think. Ah, well, he's got some AI on.
The guards will be looking for any excuse to bring out the blades.
Well, even though you were set up as an archer, your bow is pretty rubbish. Oh, I have a lot of stealing to do. Do you reckon I have to wait till they're not watching? Doesn't look like I have a stealth.
Imports of import. The man thinks he's clever.
Oh, well, we'll be clever then. Let's just take it.
Ugh. Dead people jewelry. Watch out!
Okay, I'm guessing I did something wrong then. I have a feeling it might be as easy as the end of the golems. I don't know if I did that deliberately or not. But I don't think I was getting hit by my allies' boulders.
No mercy! Brilliant! Well, the god will be after us now. In my time.
Good. Bring him on.
You ever get enough?
Nope.
Finery? This Sir Wally has clearly never been to Orlais.
Maybe I should have read the journal. Let's just steal.
Let's put these to better use somewhere.
Yeah, so it looks like we're just stealing from here. It doesn't look like we're putting anything back again. Oh. It doesn't look like we have
Not as pretty as I remember. Maybe these things have a better use than just selling them again.
Sounds like Marjolaine found her mark, the poor bastard.
Renwald's relics, as if he found them.
Well, they're mine now.
There's our northern trinkets.
Well, I'll keep them all for myself, I think. That's weird. It's just taken the map from the ordinary game, hasn't it? Complete with oops, containers.
Time for some fun. Well, I see a cache of sorts. So who's hiding what?
It's a note. It gives directions on how to find a stash intended as payment for someone else.
The Mage Collective. Sketch, did you know?
It's nothing, usually.
Then no one will mind if we follow the clues and help ourselves.
Right. Oh, there are clues hidden around the market. Okay.
I'm watching. Watch out!
Down first and sort it out later.
That'll hurt you twice. Get up for everyone.
Laughable.
No running, no hiding!
That'll hurt you twice.
Everyone gather round for a hug!
Well, I would never have found that without the tab
In my
button.
time. Another clue. Thank you, Collective.
I don't know. I don't know how I'm meant to be doing that. It doesn't seem to be very clear.
I'll do it.
Really?
Yeah, well,
From the poor box?
If their maker misses this, the Chantry has bigger problems.
yeah, I mean, it's only 5 silver, so fuck the church.
The usual moaning about charity. This board needs something.
Cock and balls, I reckon. No? Oh.
No hesitation. We simply act.
Dark and deep. How many coins down this thing are gone for good?
I guess we can dump a body there, even though we've already done that in the main game.
There's our noble to disgrace. Always.
Disgrace? We're gonna...
Something else.
Oh, I guess we're gonna... Oh, he's got the bow. Okay.
Hand it up. You asked for it.
A bit of fun.
Okay, so we haven't killed Ban Perrin. He's carrying suspect undergarments, an unwholesome lace-breech codpiece that somehow both constricts and augments. The height of vulgarity and all but the most intimate of company. Okay, so this is like, trying to think of the name of it, but, oh, there's a name, but I can't think what it is for when women dress up as men. It'll come to me. A note from the Chantry. This note of commendation thanks Ban Perrin for his ongoing moral integrity and generosity. The Chantry looks forward to his next donation.
We're supposed to
Perhaps
strip him of dignity, not his things.
It'll be both if we find an amusing place to leave them.
Chantry board, I'm guessing. Let's just avoid them.
Raise the alarm.
Guessing he's just respawn then indefinitely.
I've had enough.
The usual moaning about charity. This board needs something.
How about, I still can't remember the name.
That should do it.
Not the
Packer?
donation the good sisters expect.
Picture it with morning dew. Majestic. Another clue. Thank you, Collective.
So where am I meant to be reading these clues then? I don't know. It's not in the journal. It wasn't on the note, because I think we read the note, didn't we? Don't know, but it's not here. +5 decks, that's pretty sweet.
Not for long.
Let's at least make sure he can't get off anything good. Move too late.
I'll do it.
We are just that good.
Presumably he was the one meant to collect it. Yeah, he was.
Your mage was a little more possessive than you let on sketch.
It's just a group that I kind of understand.
Huh. Well, his trinket looks to be worth a nice amount, unless we find another use for it. It's done.
Well, now I wonder.
Oh, Marjolaine was hard on her poor captain. Wonder if I could add to that.
You get into our private business, you'd better make it count.
Looks to the world that he's drunk on duty. A good start. I wonder how much shame he can bear.
Ah, yeah, so we put all the stolen items on the guard captain.
A thief as well? The man is a disgrace.
Passed out on the job, holding suspect materials? Disgraceful.
It's a start.
A start, she says.
Come on! Damn you lot, open up!
There's our tattletale.
Put him down. There's a warning.
Who?
Jovi Maris?
Oh no, I was supposed to be safe!
Yeah, well, you should keep your fucking mouth shut, shouldn't you?
You should have thought about that before talking out of turn.
I ain't going back! I'm not!
Good with me.
Well, that was easy peasy. We've got masterwork leather piece, a piece of Orlesian leather stitched and riveted with such skill that even unfinished it is aesthetically pleasing. It's not so much cut as unassembled. The tooling imprint suggests that there are 6 pieces in total. We've got his corpse, we'll go dump that in the well. And we've got a dagger. That is better than my offhand dagger.
How did they get so heavy on such terrible food?
Ah, nobody boils an innard like Ferelden.
Not that we've really faced any adversity so far. Maybe I should get stealth. It might come in useful. I don't think we're ready for Marjolaine yet. We need to go dump this body. wonder if I can just stealth it. Hey, no, it's not meant to be me cackling.
Still dark, still deep.
Bye, Jovi.
Bet that's why dinner in water tastes wrong.
Right.
Time to clean the streets!
Another pawn in the game.
Yes.
No mercy.
That's probably the problem, isn't it? The whole three.
I've had enough!
Right, what jobs do we have left then? If we find some more pieces to the armour, I can take those. We can do more to guard Captain Eames. And then we got to trigger Marjolaine again. Well, I don't know where we'd find more bits of armour. Whoa, whoa, it's a proper one. Let's just try and skip it.
Marjolaine? Marjolaine! Don't tease me today.
That's how we do it.
Ooh, pretty thing. Out of breath, hair in a state. You'd be a scandal on the streets of Orlais. And you love it.
Well, she was doing things because she knocked the guard out, so that's not fair. Sounds like you love it too, you daft slut.
If I'm not mistaken, you want me this way.
You think you know a lot. Like how to get back at my poor captain. You'd have done worse if you knew him. We are done with distractions. Now I have something special in mind. Lem,
Aye, Marjolaine?
make sure she has everything she needs. There will be no rest for us tonight.
Why, what's the next mission?
Don't keep me in the dark. Who's the mark of distinction you have in mind?
In good time, just know that we will have earned a special rest when all is done. Ready yourself and come back to me.
Sorry, I keep forgetting that she says the lines. Is that the way it works in the main game? I can't remember now. It's just a habit that I read the lines out. I think maybe in the main game you don't, because obviously you're a custom character, whereas in this Leliana has a voice actor. So I think maybe in the main game you don't. I did need to read the lines. Now it's just habit. Do I need to restock? The difficulty is pretty low, to be honest. But if that Night Watch is there, now I've got 4 characters, so I'll just see if the Night Watchman's still here.
You won't have to wait long.
Yeah, I thought that might be the case. Oh, I don't have 4 characters.
Yes.
Oh, I resisted. and we've barely made a dent. Leave me alone, you dickhead. God, he's obsessed. He's obsessed with killing me.
Got it.
He's gonna get me as well, he's gonna get me.
Hold the hard way.
Oh, these guy still isn't dead yet. I think we're all gonna die.
Something fun.
It's done.
I've had enough.
You're just embarrassing yourself. Come and get it. Is that all you've got? I'm hurt here. Come on. Oh, you a funny one, you are.
Oh, well, I won't be doing that again. Let's just accept the fucking mission.
I need only my skill, Marjolaine. I am always ready.
That, my pretty thing, is what I like to hear.
Sodding stone.
You can't come to Denerim without visiting the Earl's estate.
You're mad.
The Earl is away, and most of the King's patrol has been drawn to some sort of trouble in the market. Our employer just wants us to plant some embarrassing papers under the cover of a burglary. It will be assumed they were here all along, unless you think you're not up to my challenge.
Why did you keep this a secret? Why didn't you just tell me? And then I could have got more stuff to plan.
Why didn't you tell me this was the target?
For the shock on your face, ask the others. It is adorable.
I give her that.
So we split to divide the guard, then find a way in.
And deposit the papers where they can be found by servants. In the bedroom, nice and personal. Don't keep me waiting.
Tonight is not about shadows. We want some chaos to hide our true purpose.
Could we do that without leaving a trail right to us?
Always want a clear path to run, hey boy?
So would you, Tug, if you knew the fight we just managed to avoid.
Always something else. Here comes trouble.
Well, why do I want that?
That one seemed better trained to you.
Fancier uniform, too. Soldiers on loan to the Arl?
More reason to dump them out of sight or something.
I thought we were trying to cause trouble. Why did we just go dump it in the Master's bed? Oh no, wait. Does that make sense? Not really. No, it doesn't, does it?
Watch out!
Come on, you two, help me. Oh, these are both elite soldiers. Alright, have you tried to petrify yet? We'll try it. Probably won't work. Oh, you used your... Ah, sweet. You used your other one first, though, which was silly.
Not what I had in mind.
There, we could dump the soldiers in the dirt.
I don't see you offering your back to the cause. Good place to stash something, if you like digging.
That will keep them out of sight. Happy, Sketch?
Appeased.
The door is too obvious. It will be barred, even if they expect nothing.
Bet hinges hold better than their guards.
Guessing we have to climb in somewhere then. Do we? Was that bed before, or did I miss it?
There's our way in. We can reach the window in that nook.
Tight fit
my
for
time.
tug.
Right. Let's find more soldiers and make a nice mess before we plant the papers.
Love it when you talk like that. You too, Sketch.
Gentlemen,
Watch out!
No, they're elite soldiers, but they're white. I guess it refers more to their armor and stuff then. I can't imagine any of these being useful. You probably need some willpower. Oh wait, I think that's the wrong one. Combat training. I don't think we're going to get that many levels up. I think we're probably best heading for Chain Lightning, but I don't think it's very good. Might be better with another freeze or the glyph of freeze. That's not bad either. I'm definitely not going to get here, so that's a waste of time. So I think we either go down the freeze route or we get this glyph. I mean, I could always get this and then get this next level, couldn't I?
Right.
Okay, I don't know if we were supposed to kill the guard to get a piece
Help
of that.
yourselves. It's supposed to be a burglary after all.
On my floor,
Please, Master Bond. I heard something outside.
You know the penalty for speaking out of turn!
That boy will grow into something special.
Didn't hear a word of that. Was he beating up some woman, was he?
Stick doors make every room a surprise.
Come, Commander. Let's see your little dragon. What the?
Marjolaine is such a one-dimensional character.
Good sodding morning.
More soldiers!
You
We are
licked
quite
my
tough.
arse.
I'll show you something.
Here I am. Try me. I'm at your heels.
I'll do it.
What's a manuscript copy? Oh, just some loot, I think.
A war journal with no war?
A lot of bitterness still around. This is pushing it, though.
War Journal, revised. I remember, had my younger self cared, I'd have seen that early in the War Journal the Hardline were highly praised, but after their patron's land was lost, they were censured by King Marek directly for brutal treatment of prisoners. Their patron being Harwin Rayleigh, whose latest request to forcibly retrieve his territory had been denied, but those were distant problems and not mine to worry about. Okay, I don't see how that helps us.
In my time.
Where did she go?
Marjolaine will find us when she's had her fun. Always does.
In my time. The master bedroom. We can plant the papers in the desk. This Commander Raleigh sounds like a beast.
Maybe
Oops.
he's the target we're embarrassing.
I remember. The personal journal of Commander Rayleigh was a horrible insight. He boasted of cruelty far beyond the public accounting. He pined for an excuse to attack Orlais, to take back his lost hand. It was easy to imagine how clinging on to such hatred would poison a man, but I could not know why this stranger's private war would collide with my love for Marjolaine.
I'll do it. These are Orlesian seals. Be
quick pretty thing. We are wearing out our welcome.
Well, we know what she was doing with that man. She's not exactly the world's deepest, most complex being, is she? And to be fair, we only exist to survive and have sex, so I guess actually she's pretty efficient at being a human being slash mammal slash thing that lives. Right, these papers are Orlesian.
Marjolaine, these seals are Orlesian military. This is not some embarrassment of nobility.
Who am I to say what upsets this lot?
You seem to know them pretty well, from what I saw.
That will do, Leliana. We have to get moving.
I don't like this.
Leliana, later. Move.
It's fine to kill loads of people, but not to plant documents that... I mean, clearly this guy hates the Orlesians anyway, so...
3,
Right.
6, carry over the Ort. Oh, no. Looking a little peaked, Missy.
Look, this job must worry you a little bit.
Nothing about us being here hits you as wrong.
Haven't thought about it. My purse follows Marjolaine. Good eye for money, that one.
But if we're caught...
If you're caught, I never know what you're doing out there. That's how I like it.
Just show me what you've scrunched up.
That was a sword. No, I never equipped that sword. Mind you, mine... I'll hang on to both, I think. Right, my bow's trash in it. So that's probably a good choice. Lyrium potions we ran out of, that's probably a good choice. I've got 3 lesser injury kits, that'll be enough for the time being. Now when I tried to use this on NPCs before, it wouldn't work. That's the email from the woman who was on the phone. I told her to send me an email. I mean, we can always try it, I guess.
Anything
But when I was in the game proper, they wouldn't work for me. Oh, I've lost my other characters, so I won't know if it works, will I?
Anything shiny, Lem?
Always for you and Marjolaine.
Can't decide about that, I'll keep it.
Anything?
Oh.
Your turn to cook?
Have to do something. The Earl's estate? Soldiers? Templar should give up mages and hunt whatever Marjolaine is.
Ooh, you're on my side. Yeah, that was a surprise for you too then back then.
I was worried I was the only one left out of the plan.
You're the only one she tells anything.
Then why did you come?
An apostate elf needs to keep his friends close.
I can be hanged on a rumor. Accidental treason's a bit over the top, really.
I'm worried too, but we can fix it somehow.
We should just disappear. Don't wait around for it to go bad.
Not go back to Orlais.
I don't have much to go back to. Less if they start thinking I'm a threat to the nation.
I can't bear the thought of never seeing my home again.
Wish I knew the feeling.
Some of us don't match the bard spy fetish. Like me, pretending I know the loot.
You murder music.
I have to say something to Marjolaine. Soon.
Better you than me.
Well, Marjolaine's full of surprises, hmm?
I have to say something to her about the papers. Right?
Seems like you've decided.
We have to do something before it's a problem, Tug. But what?
Well, I'd just take my money and run back to Orlais. I have a girl I'm ruining for her chevalier husband.
We pulled many strings to arrange the market. Someone will know we were here.
Marjolaine has people in her pocket. She can deal with treason. Maybe.
I may be making too much of this.
Those papers were not the job we agreed to. They're a different kind of risk.
Then you should let her know you are concerned too.
Knowing and caring are different.
Marjolaine left you in the dark too.
Always does.
Not always.
Maybe not you. I get where and when. It's usually enough. Valroyu was quiet anyway. Really quiet, actually.
Marjolaine planned for months. Some jobs we turned down.
Made us hungry. Maybe a little stupid.
But not on purpose.
Right.
I'm sure it's all just a mistake. We can fix it.
She won't like hearing that.
Well, it obviously wasn't a mistake, was it? There's no mistake about it.
Right.
Yeah, there is a sketchbook. There you go. Read those at the end, I think. Kind of want to look, mind you, there's nothing else to spend my money on. I'll keep this book I bought.
I was right to be worried. It doesn't matter. You need to remember your place. You do not question me in front of the others, Leliana. Not in the field, not anywhere.
The game is one thing. We go back and forth between nobles, and the authorities turn a blind eye. It is amusement. But these papers... If the seals were Olesian military, then bringing them to Ferelden is treason. Marjolaine, there is no blind eye for treason. They hang you in the street.
My poor pretty thing, lost in a strange place. Ah, this is about seeing me with that officer, isn't it?
Leliana is quite naive, actually. For a worldly bard with all these stories. I mean, we got the measure of Marjolaine in seconds, didn't we? No, it's about risking me. It's about risking my life. I'm not even that worried about Tug or Sketch. It's about me. You're risking me. And you didn't even tell me.
You surprised us with this. If I'd known, I would have talked you out of it.
You were never so reluctant back in Orlais. Perhaps I took you from those streets too soon?
Marjolaine?
Please, you forced my hand. We will undo this, just in case someone were to find out. It will not be simple. Remember that you asked for this.
Did I fuck? Fix it.
You know this is the right thing to do.
So you say. I will need a moment.
What's she gonna do? Burn the building down with me in it? I should have done this all along. Right, who's going to shank me then? All three of you?
You are ready? Because this will not be easy.
I know.
We'll go back when it is dark again. They won't expect a second break-in so soon.
We can say we were there to steal the papers in the first place, for Olay.
I don't plan on having to tell anyone. Shall we go?
I will sleep easier when this is all done.
It will all work out. I promise.
I think we might be sleeping at the bottom of a well tonight.
You were right. The grounds were bare. Perhaps we stole everything worth guarding.
And we killed a shitload of guards as well.
There. Let's get your precious papers and go.
Yeah, here we go.
A little heavy-footed over the wall, maybe? I'll draw the ones I can. Go!
She's gone again.
Guess we're going the other way.
Where does she go? Left? Yes, we'll go right. The door's open. And we haven't been into this part, so I'm guessing that's where we're going. Oh, there's millions of them. I'll take over this guy, I think.
If you're going for trinkets, make it quick.
A little distracted from looting at the moment.
Chain lightning is probably the best we're going to be able to get to. We might get another level up. That must have been who was being raped that we could barely hear.
What now? Oh, these poor things.
One nug's a big meal for a Mabari.
Don't know what they have, don't want to. Let's go.
I'll do it.
Oh, I forgot to level up my boy.
Yes.
It's done.
How do they know? Where are they all coming from?
Didn't even look at that. I'm pretty confident that will be better though.
Keep going. We'll make it out yet.
We might have some accessories here and there as well.
Yes.
No mercy!
Oh, you resisted it. I didn't expect that. Well, that's all a disaster.
Let's make this last.
Oh, I'm gonna get killed.
No running, no hiding.
Now what do you want? Loud and clear.
Oh, I didn't expect that. I expected him to be able to block him in. Oh, he resisted it again.
Let's make this last. Well, I'm not letting you get away so easily.
Oh, it's such a big idiot.
None of that!
Well, you don't really need willpower. You're the one that needs willpower. I don't really want either of you to have minus strength. I guess if anyone's going to, it might as well be Leliana. Ah, you don't need cunning, you'll be fine. Man, Tug's edge isn't very good. Can't see anything. Feel like I should make examples out of these
It's
servants.
done.
There should be more guards out here.
We need to find Marjolaine. Come on! There! Oh, she made it out. Why isn't she running? Marjolaine, I fought the ones that could, but there must be more.
It's all right.
We can tell them about the papers. There must be an embassy. Or they can petition.
Shh, my pretty thing. Shh.
This was a mistake. You betrayed me.
I'm sorry I brought us back here, Marjolaine.
Don't be. You were perfect.
Well, well, well. An Orlesian spy caught with her hands on hard-won Ferelden intelligence. You'll be worth a pretty sum. Once we've had our fun, of course.
The Orlesian game of intrigue. I remember, Marjolaine had given me clippings from a Ferelden book, a social dissection of Orlais or some such. Orlais presents a veneer of opulence, but the aristocracy are committed to a system of social one-upsmanship they call the game. Sprawling receptions delight friend and foe, while bards strike from shadow with insinuation, larceny and assassination, often to the strange delight of their targets. Control of these auteur agents is yet another layer of the game. Auteur agent I liked, the rest could not be any more dry. Fereldens truly did not understand my world. And that, of course, was Marjolaine's intent. I had arranged my favourite associates and followed her to Denerim, not for the promise of money, but for the excitement of toying with fools. I was her creature. Marjolaine. I remember. Marjolaine commanded fear, respect, and a high price. She was Orlesian aristocracy's answer when the next step in a rivalry was to end it. And she was everything I wanted to be. She never spoke of herself, never gave hints of who she was away from the game, but she always seemed to know how to captivate us. She was a mentor, not a leader. She suggested, and others grew wealthy in her shadow. At the time, I only casually noted that Marjolaine's satchel held just the bare essentials for travel. He was barren of anything even remotely sentimental. The Hard Line. I remember. The soldiers called their group the Hard Line, and it was not unearned. They were freeholders sworn to one Harwin Raleigh, a noble who had distinguished himself during the Orlais-Ferelden conflict. But they ended the war in disgrace, and their patron was even denied the return of his title and land. I knew nothing of this at the time. I would come to regret it later. War Journal, revised. I remember, had my younger self cared, I'd have seen that early in the War Journal the Hardline were highly praised, but after their patron's land was lost, they were censured by King Maric directly for brutal treatment of prisoners. Their patron being Harwin Raleigh, whose latest request to forcibly retrieve his territory had been denied. But those were distant problems, and not mine to worry about. Harwin Raleigh's personal journal. I remember, the personal journal of Commander Raleigh was a horrible insight. He boasted of cruelty far beyond the public accounting. He pined for an excuse to attack Orlais, to take back his lost land. It was easy to imagine how clinging to such hatred would poison a man. But I could not have known how this stranger's private war would collide with my love for Marjolaine.